welcome to CyberX Summit 2025. Like I would tell my colleagues at work, what makes an event successful is the impact. So whether we have 2 individuals, whether we have 3 individuals, the event is already a success, right? So permit me to introduce myself. My name is Charlotte Toluwalacheyola. I am a staff of Xown Solutions. The CyberX Summit is brought together in partnership with Kaspersky Technologies. I believe that we've heard of Kaspersky before because we have tech experts from different organizations. And also, I would also like to encourage us that this event is not only to also learn about the cybersecurity, defense or resilience, or to learn about new innovation. It is also important that you network. And if you would agree with me while my colleagues were taking you to your seat, we ensure that individuals from the same organization do not sit together. So if you are currently on the table and you have an individual from the same organization, we will also encourage you to change your seat. Because in this room, your next business partner might be beside you, your next colleague might be beside you, you never can tell. So it is important that you network. Thank you once again for coming here today. So I will tell you us about CyberX Summit, then we can start. Okay. Okay, CyberX Summit Nigeria 2025 is first of its kind, right? Xown Solutions is well known in Nigeria as one of the cybersecurity top organizations, and this is not a statement to boost what we do. We have our customers in the house, and you can ask about us, right? So we understand the cyber threat. So let me give you a real life scenario and what even encourage us to say, let's do this. You might be an IT person, but what about the colleague? What about your team members at work? Do they understand what to do when they receive a phishing email? Do they even know what a phishing email is? You don't have to be a technical person before you understand what we mean by cyber defense. So a lot of organizations, they have database. Okay, let me use an example like the finance sector, oil and gas. They're dealing with a lot of data. Your data sometimes converts to your funds, right? So imagine you have a lot of data and you have someone that is in the HR department receive a phishing email. Such a person, because we think they are not a technical person, they don't really need that information. But I bet you that one person can put the whole organization at risk. And this happened to us in Xown Solutions. So I am the team lead of project management and customer success. Aside from being Kaspersky Gold partner in Nigeria, we also ensure that every team member in our organization understands what we call cyber defense. So it was one afternoon at work, and my team member came and told me that she received a mail from SA. So we call her SA, that's a short form of my boss. His name is Sheldon Akoli. I'll be bringing him up next very soon. So she came to me and she said she received a mail from SA. SA says he should not tell anybody that he wants her to do a task for him. And the mail sounded like SA with an email that has Sheldon.Akoli as Xown. It looks almost the same way. And she showed me, she said, SA said I should do something and I should not tell anybody. I don't know. I'm not sure this is from SA. So if she doesn't know about it, she will go ahead to say, oh, SA wants me to do something without telling somebody and go ahead and do that task. And with that information, she can actually put every one of us in our organization at risk, as well as even our customers, because you never can tell where these bad guys can get to, right? So when she showed me, I just smiled. And I told our internal analyst, okay, see what this person just showed me. Now, I'm throwing this forward to you that I believe we all come from different organizations and we have a lot of team members. Maybe we are focusing on only our IT personnel. What about the individuals that don't know about these things? It sometimes doesn't come through emails. it also comes through their work phones. Anything can happen. So just one click can put all your database at risk. So why we decided to bring the chief technology officers, the top IT person in different organizations. In this room we have personnel from non-governmental organizations, the finance, the oil and gas, even travel agency and manufacturing. So we all have different people from different sectors. We decided to bring you because the access is limited. We can't bring the whole organization. But what we believe is that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. So when we do to you, we expect you to pay it forward. So CyberX Summit is going to be talking about cyber resilience, training you about cyber defense, talking about innovations, and we expect it to be highly interactive. Thank you. So I will be bringing up essay, like we fondly call you, just like us we call each other, we say, copy essay, essay is fine. So he's the visionary of Xown Solutions. My boss is someone that every minute and every hour we spend with him. So I'm not putting you on spot, but I think it's necessary. I say this is a way to learn from him. We want to pour into you so that you can pour into over. So permit me to welcome Mr. Sheva to take the opening remarks. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. And I want to first and foremost say thank you very much for coming. I really appreciate it. Despite the rain, you are here, so we really appreciate it. So I will just go straight to the welcome address so that we don't take so much of your time. So it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the maiden edition of the CyberX Summit 2025, co-hosted in partnership with Kaspersky. Kaspersky is our partner, and we've been a partner with them for the past 10 years. So last month, make it 10 years that we've been in partnership with them, and we are the #1 partner in the country at the moment. So the theme of the event is Cyber 360, full spectrum security with capacity technology. The summit couldn't come at a more critical moment. Over the past few weeks, the retail sector has been rocked by a wave of high-impact cyber attack. This happened in the UK, but one thing is sure. So while you are connected to the internet, it doesn't matter whether you are in the remote village in Kenya, or you are in London, or you are anywhere, an attack can always reach you. And that's the reason why we want you to be cyber resilient. So, most notably, Mark and Spencer was hit by a devastating ransomware incident that crippled the online operation for more than 50 days. So, the cost, an estimated of £3 million. In loss of operating profit and over 1 billion wiped off in the market share, the market value. And they weren't alone. They were not the only one that were attacked. So other iconic retailers, including Coop and Arrow, were also compromised during the Easter weekend, resulting in widespread disruption to online ordering, click and collect services, payment system, and supply chain. So that's why this summit is very important. So you may be wondering, we are giving an example of UK. The reason why we're giving an example of UK is that we will not want to discuss what is not in the public domain for security reasons. In Nigeria, most of the attacks are not in the public domain. So we only cite the example of those that are in the public domain. So this incident served as a stark reminder that cyber threats are no longer a distant possibility. They are daily reality. And the only effective response is a proactive full spectrum defense strategy. That's the essence of cybersecurity system. A commitment to protecting every layer of your digital ecosystem. Powered by Kaspersky cutting-edge technology. And the decade of global threat intelligence. Throughout today's session, we'll be exploring Kaspersky APR, which also include SDR, MDR. We'll be exploring it. Some of my colleagues are going to be coming up, and we have Kaspersky representative here, so they will be introduced at the right time. So, how to empower your employee, your workforce, through the Kaspersky automated security, awareness platform, turning human risk to your first line of defense, into a first line of defense. Other thing we're also going to be exploring is the cloud security, your container security. And we are one of the best to tell you about cloud security. Because in-house, we also have an engineering department. We do application development. We have DevOps. So, and with that, we can assure you that with your container, with your cloud workload, you can be well protected. So, also that we're going to be looking at is we're going to also be looking at the unique challenge of industrial cybersecurity, especially in the sector where operational technology and critical infrastructure are at risk. And finally, a dive into threat intelligence. You know, with threat intelligence, you are able to get some real-life incidents, and you're able to protect yourself against those incidents. So each of these focus areas is designed not just to help your organization withstand cyber threats, but to ensure you are prepared, adaptive, resilient in an ever-evolving threat landscape. To our partner at Kaspersky, we thank you for your relentless innovation and unwavering support. And to all our attendees, the time for reactive thinking is over. It is time to be deliberate, informed, and proactive. So let's use today to question boldly, learn deeply, and collaborate meaningfully. Welcome to CyberX Summit 2025. Let's begin. Thank you all.